Tonight, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns taking on Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Cleveland Browns. Here we go with the Packer offense guided by their decorated QB with a long list of Pro Bowls and other accolades next to his name, of course. Aaron Rodgers leading the way.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, it's Rodgers. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Aaron Jones on
Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun to give to Jones. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Here come the Browns on offense with Baker Mayfield, the former #1 overall pick at quarterback.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
at the 32-yard line.
Now Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Dean Lowry just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Mayfield's pass, intended for his wideout, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a 1st down. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a 1st down. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
The ball carried by number 4.
And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the 1st round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down. Mayfield on play action. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
10 at the 29-yard line.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Intercepted by the Packers.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun. Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to it and forcing a 3rd down.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still third down.
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
First down. Out of his end zone, Mayfield. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The 40, 20, 10.
If you were me,
and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 99 yards. And the Browns were able to strike quickly for 6. Well, the game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now the second down throw on target. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
midfield. Here's Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Caught on the right side by Jones. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And this is caught at the end. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling as the first half is winding down. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
37-yard line.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers going right side here, and that's complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Green Bay.
A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers have taken the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Now Crosby for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Fielded just outside the goal line. We have hit halftime, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And the half will begin with a touchback. There's Baker Mayfield as he and the Browns offense comes back out. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say you want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. But that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
He was brought down.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Rodgers now on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Again, it's Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. They'll run for it with Dillon. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A.J. Dillon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Mayfield on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
6-yard brings up
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
12 yards there and a first down.
at the 28-yard line.
to the air again with Mayfield. Now he's forced out left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1. At the Packers' 19-yard.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. Yeah, the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. And we're back now here in Cleveland. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th.
By number 4.
Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are back within a score. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
So here are the Packers now to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
1st down, Green Bay.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that's incomplete.
I know you're thinking it, but I'll just go ahead and say it. To give you an idea of how sharp he's been in this game, just his 2nd incompletion, and we're in the 4th quarter.
He has been locked in, laser-focused all throughout this one, hasn't he?
Certainly has, and getting some help from his receivers as well. They also are locked in.
Yeah, the drops have been at a bare minimum. Give him 14 on that one, and a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll give him a yard on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones.
Rodgers.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
It's a gain of
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the 1st before he's brought down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st.
27-yard line.
This is Jones. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a 2nd straight play. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be taken down shy of the 25 that he needed. He'll be a yard or two short. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain lengths short of the first. So a little bit of decision time here coming up on fourth down.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Jones. 4 yards there on the carry. Gets it back to 2nd and 11. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
To throw is Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. And they will take a knee here.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push.